She said therapy would save us. I already knew it wouldn't. I sat across from her in that warmly lit office, the soft hum of the air conditioner masking the pounding of my own pulse. She gripped the tissue as if it could hold her together. Her eyes were red, voice quivering just enough to seem fragile. The therapist leaned forward, gentle, waiting for me to speak. But it wasn't me who needed to bleed. I hadn't come to heal. I had come to end it. We weren't always like this. Once, she was my reason to breathe. I remember nights when she curled against me, whispering dreams of forever family. I built that dream with her, brick by brick, working overtime, skipping nights out with friends, saving every extra dollar so she could finish her degree. When stress brought tears, I was the one holding her, promising it would all be worth it. I believed loyalty could protect us. I believed love was enough. But even love cracks. It started small. She stopped laughing at my jokes. She stopped reaching for my hand. Her phone became another limb, always face down, always locked. I told myself it was deadline, stress, the weight of life pressing down. But a husband notices when his wife vanishes even while sitting across from him. Nights grew longer. She came home late, smelling of unfamiliar perfume, offering rehearsed excuses that sounded fragile. I lay awake, tracing the cracks in the ceiling as if they could answer the questions clawing at my mind. Then came the silence, the kind that suffocates, the kind that speaks truths before words ever do. And the truth had a name, Daniel. I found him in her messages. I hadn't searched. The phone had just buzzed, the screen lighting up with his name threaded through words no husband should ever read. I miss you already. Last night was perfect. My hand shook, but my mind sharpened, every memory twisted, every smile, every kiss, every whispered I love you rotted. I didn't rage. I didn't confront her that night. Fury makes mistakes. Fury exposes secrets too soon. Instead, I documented it. Screenshots, dates, hotel receipts buried in our credit card bills. His address, his wife's name, every fragment of their hidden world organized neatly. Patience became my weapon. When she begged for therapy, I agreed. She said we were worth saving. She said she wanted to rebuild. I watched her eyes glisten with counterfeit sincerity. The performance almost convincing, if I hadn't already known the ending. I waited until that office, until the therapist's soft voice asked us to be honest. She spoke first, spinning her tale. She blamed distance, said I wasn't emotionally present. Tears slid down her cheeks in flawless timing. The therapist nodded, buying every word. Then I reached for my bag. The folder slid across the table with a whisper that cut through her sobs. Why don't you tell them about Daniel? I said. Her face went pale. The therapist froze. The room, once heavy with false hope, collapsed into silence. The therapist's gasp was sharp, human. My wife stammered, words strangled in her throat. She tried denial, but the pages betrayed her. Photos, messages, proof stacked against her like a jury. I didn't yell. I didn't move. I just watched her perfect lie unravel. The therapist looked at me differently then, not as the distant husband she'd been fed, but as the man who had carried the weight of a hidden war. She murmured something about honesty being the foundation of healing. But healing was never the plan. Justice was. The divorce moved quickly. My lawyer had the folder before she could spin another story. Daniel's wife had it too. 2 homes burned with a single match. In court, she wept, begged for leniency, spoke of mistakes and second chances. But evidence doesn't weep. Evidence doesn't falter. Evidence stands cold and undeniable. The judge awarded me custody. He said her judgment was compromised. She lost the home she decorated, the image she curated, the family she shattered. Daniel vanished. His wife filed the same week. His children stopped calling. Silence swallowed him. Some nights, I still hear her voice soft in the dark, promising forever. I wonder if she ever meant it, or betrayal had always been simmering beneath the surface, waiting. But then I look at my kids, asleep in their rooms, safe, protected, still mine. I remind myself, love without truth is poison. Loyalty without respect is slavery. I gave her everything. She gave me a lesson I'll never forget. The world thinks revenge is fire and fury. They're wrong. Revenge is silence. Revenge is patience. Revenge is sliding a folder across a table and watching everything they built collapse under its own weight. And I walked away whole.